24 is Darren Stevens.
Prynawn croeso, good afternoon and welcome to the Bluebirds Nest Live, another live broadcast of Haverfordwest County AFC on the road in the 25-26 JD Cymru Premier season. Today, the final away league fixture of the regular campaign as the Bluebirds make the journey north to face Flint Town United on this Good Friday afternoon. Apologies for the slight delay there. A cat, of all things, appeared on the desk here in the media suite in the SD Stadium and pushed the mute button on my laptop. Incredible scenes to begin with, as the players have made their way out, and there's going to be a guard of honour for today's match official, Mr. Mark Petch, who makes his final appearance as referee in the JD Cymru Premier after a 25-year career. I should be honest, I thought he'd already finished, but he's the man in the middle this afternoon, and we come into the contest in a strong position. We are sitting top of the playoff conference with just 2 league fixtures remaining, including today, so a step closer to securing that all-important 7th place finish, where results this afternoon could potentially go in our favour and could even confirm it by the end of the afternoon. We will see how it unfolds. Bluebirds, we're arriving full of confidence. A hard-fought 1-0 victory in front of the cameras last weekend against Britain Ferry Llantsawel at the Oggy Bridge Meadow, where obviously academy product Will Hughes, who again in the matchday squad today, proved to be the difference. He netted his first senior goal early in the second half to seal that crucial 3 points that lifted us back into 7th place. It was a composed, disciplined performance, exactly what's needed at this stage of the season, the business end. For the hosts, known as the Silkmen, they've been looking to get back to winning ways after a 2-1 defeat at Llanelli Town at home last Saturday.
24 years of service to the FAW.
Mark Petch makes his way onto the pitch. Everyone in the stands here on their feet to applaud the man in charge in his fluorescent yellow shirt, walking out, big smile on his face. I'm sure everybody wishes well in his retirement of top-level football officiating.
Martin Roberts.
Back to last weekend, the Silkmen, they fell to a 2-1 loss. Former Bluebird Danny Williams and then Sean Cronin put Llanelli firmly in control of that one, despite the late response. Flint couldn't really recover. They'll be determined to respond this afternoon. I was actually hoping Flint would have won last weekend, to be honest, as their place in the Welsh Cup final next weekend. I would have hoped they could have secured their league status last weekend, so could have perhaps taken it a bit easier today. But we'll come to the lineup shortly, but they are starting pretty strong ahead of that big fixture, crunch fixture against Carnarvon next weekend down in Newport. But looking back, the last time these two sides met just over a month ago, and it's one the Bluebirds will certainly be looking to put right this afternoon. On that occasion, Flint ran out 3-1 winners at the Meadow. Very wet St David's Day, Sunday afternoon, if you remember. So Darren Stevenson grab a brace, and Ben Arman, he had his goal cancelled out for Ben Hughes to equalise. A reminder of the threat that the Silkmen carry there and the challenge that faces us this afternoon. No doubt looking at the bigger picture though, Tony Pennock's men, they know exactly what's at stake. A win or potentially a draw this afternoon could be enough to secure our status as 7th place in the league. We'll be keeping an eye right across the leagues, keeping you up to date as scores get updated on the Cymru Football app. certainly Cardiff Met and Britain Ferry will be one to keep a very close eye on. But plenty on the line, plenty to play for. But to be fair, we hold our destiny in our own hands. Team news then. We'll start with the home side. Jack Flint remains in goal. Ben Woolham, Michael Burke, Captain Harry Owen, Jack Thorne, Jake Phillips, Ben Hughes, Elliot Reeves, Osebi Abadaki, Jonas, Jake Canavan. And for the Bluebirds, a couple of changes. Ivan Knott in goal, Captain Dylan Rees, Rees Abrasesi, Jacob Bacon returns to the starting lineup. Ricky Watts keeps his shirt, as does Corey Shepherd. Dan Hawkins and Ben Arman will start up top. And we've got Kyle McCarthy, Greg Waters, and Kyle Kenneford. Strong looking bench for the Bluebirds this afternoon. Luke Rees, international superstar, I shall say, to Panache Makwiramiti. A big congratulations to him and his Zimbabwean teammates. They won their Four Nations tournament in Africa over the last fortnight, making his debut and successfully too. So Pan on the bench for us this afternoon. Owen Jones, Ashley Watkins, Will Hughes, Yori Humphreys, and Harry Thomas. Referee, as I said, Mr. Mark Petch. Officials assisting him this afternoon are Martin Roberts and Connor Fowler, and Ewan Griffith, who's just in front of us here at the Essity Stadium. He'll be looking to keep both benches under control as fourth official. So underway, Flint with kick-off. Put it straight into touch, and Kyle McCarthy, the first throw-in of the afternoon. Aims for Arman. It's hotly contested right in the middle of the pitch. We'll open up the comments. Good afternoon to all of you joining us this afternoon. Please do let us know whereabouts you are joining us for. I think we've got a couple of American listeners tuning in, I'm aware of, but also one of our newly appointed board of directors from the States, Mr. Will Freeman. He has joined us up in Flintshire. The first time I met Will over the last few days. Great to catch up in person after a busy few weeks and months behind the scenes, with obviously the American investment coming in recent weeks. That'll bode very well for us going forward. Greg miscontrolled somewhat over on the far side. First, he's been given offside, I think. It was a throw-in, 1-2 with Watts, and then when received it back, Flint moved up and have won themselves a free kick. Dry conditions up here in Flintshire, but as always it is at the Essity Stadium. Gale force winds, it seems. Flags are blowing. The ball's in the warm-up. It was hard for outfield players and goalkeepers to have a sensible warm-up due to the ball has just been blown around the place. And again, you can see the swirling wind. Goalkeeper's free kick, which was just outside the box, hasn't even reached the halfway line, and it's ended up straight back in his hands following the first touch of the afternoon for Thorne in the middle of the Flint midfield. We are broadcasting live across X, Facebook, and YouTube this afternoon. So please, as I said, do get involved in the chat. Let us know where you're joining, and I want to know what everyone thinks the outcomes of all the 6 Cymru Premier fixtures are going to be. They've all kicked off at the same time, so got it up on the dashboard here. You can see as goals come in. Hopefully we can see a couple for the Bluebirds this afternoon and take all 3 points back to Pembrokeshire. Speedy recoveries to Elliot Scotcher and Alaric Jones, who both miss out today. Elliot, after a slight calf strain last week, misses out, and Alaric, who's gone through a knee procedure in the last 48 hours, I know he's recovering back home in Pembrokeshire. So speedy recovery to both. As the Bluebirds come forward with Arman, he's tackled well by Owen, the captain. Passes it to Dylan Rees on the halfway line, just using the wind in his first half, which is blowing a gale. Abo inside the box and nearly wins his header, but Jake Phillips now clears off Greg Walters, and no, not off Greg. I think he sliced that one straight out for a corner. Good afternoon, Jack Wilson, joining us on the YouTube channel. We will get you on commentary one day, Jack. I'm adamant about that. I'd love to spend 95 minutes with you, chewing the fat on everything and your own recovery. We look forward to seeing you back in Haverfordwest kit in the very near future too. So first corner, Kyle Kenneford with the honour on the right side, crosses round the back, beats everybody. Dylan was just making his way to get on the end of that one, but wind has helped that go straight out for a goal kick. Tony Pennock on his feet to the left of me, and both manager and assistant for Flint, Steve Evans and Lee Fowler, had a bit of a role switch, if you've seen on social media recently, largely due to the UEFA criteria that's needed. As I said, Flint down in Newport next weekend, facing Carnarvon in the Welsh Cup final, with the winner getting a European spot, a Europa Conference League qualifying, first round qualifying spot. Big prize up for grabs. And as I said, I was hoping Flint could have tied up their league status last weekend, so could have fully focused on next weekend, perhaps playing a couple of fringe players, but not to be. They've started in a very strong lineup, albeit with Mr. Ferguson, son of Duncan Ferguson, on the bench this afternoon, as is 2 goals scorer against us the last time we played, Darren Stevenson. I can see him also in the dugout to my right. Good afternoon to Jane. And welcome to you. I'm hearing the weather's not too great down south, but it's a dry, windy afternoon here. Had a little bit of rain this morning, but good conditions for us in the first half with the wind with us. Hopefully Ivan in goal can use that to get extra distance, as Greg plays a nice 1-2 with Corey Shepherd. Just bounces up off this artificial surface, feeds Thorne to Woolham, but Abu reads it well. Abu Sezi coming forward, plays into Hawkins, who's playing up top, but has come deep for that one. Plays it to Shepherd. It's just a little bit too far for Shep to get hold of, and Flint come back. Lively opening here. We look to see if we can get you some live actions on the 2D animations. Let's see if that's going to work for us. Here we go. Let's see how that's going to go on our screens. See if we can get a better view of that one. Here we go. Brill. So 2D animations on screen, giving you the live statistics then on how the match is playing out. It's as it is on screen, my view, opposite the Scorio cameras. So you'll see the reverse on social media, no doubt, later on. But for me, it's Flint left to right. Throw in to Flint on the far side. They've got a couple of players who are starting this afternoon capable of launching this one in. Whether against the wind they can do that and get into the box on quite a narrow Essity Stadium pitch here. Certainly not as big as our own meadow surface. Yeah, it's been a long time out for you, Jack, as you make your way back from a knee injury. Looking forward to commentating on your performances in the near future. Good interlinking play by Flint in the far corner, but Sheps has managed to steal it from him. Plays it off a Flint player, out for a Bluebirds throw. Chance to get us out of our defensive quarters. Good numbers already joining us on this Good Friday afternoon broadcast. Over 100 across YouTube, Facebook and X. No goals to report from across the league other than a full time in the Cymru North, where Newtown lost at home to Mould. 2-1 to Mould, which was probably a bit of a shock there looking at the league table, with Mould all the way down in 8th and Newtown chasing Hollywell. I think that mathematically seals Hollywell's promotion. I think. If someone wants to do the maths, please let me know. As Hawkins and McCarthy link up down this left-hand side. Forward to Arman. Canavan, the ex-TNS player, links up well with his Woolham defender, but Arman's won it back. He gallops down the left-hand side. Good tackle again by Woolham, but Arman's won it back. Falls to the ground. Nothing from the referee. Got a good view of it. Kept forward, the ball, it's offside given by the assistant. Flint's clearances are just getting held up in the wind, allowing McCarthy, Dylan Rees and Jacob Bacon a chance to read those. Not out of his goal, all in green this afternoon. Bluebirds in their home strip. Blue top to tail. The home side, Flint Town United, in their white and black traditional strip. Not then. Just inside his own half. Clips one forward towards Greg Walters. Greg flicks on in towards the penalty spot. Arman heads it forward in the box. Abu strikes it, deflected. Collected by Jake Phillips. Puts it out for a Bluebirds throw. Abu McCarthy. No great rush to get hold of this one. Number of fixtures in the Cymru South tonight are taking place right across the afternoon and evening. Velin already secured their promotion. They'll be looking to continue winning ways and potentially win the league in the next few matches. Hawkins receives the throw in on his right foot, skips inside, good movement. He's inside the box. Good defending. Ricochets back out to Shepherd, to Abruzzese on his left foot. Good skip inside on his right foot. Across the box. Greg Walters. Oh, Armand took it off his toes. Greg was going to swing a left foot at it, and Armand just took it away from him. Positive stuff here. Again, the permutations for Flint, they're 5 points ahead of Bala with just 2 games to go. So a draw, certainly with their goal difference, probably enough to totally secure things, but not officially. They need the full win to do that mathematically. But then if Bala drop any points down at Llanelli this afternoon, it would seal their fate. Sheps with a good 1-2 with Ricky Watts in midfield there. Strike narrowly wide of the right-hand side. Yeah, good comments and lots of others looking forward to seeing you back, Jack, on YouTube. Flint, the goalie for Flint, then in orange himself, drills one. It's a better kick from him. Win perhaps dropped down because he clears the halfway line. Won well by Dylan Rees to Greg Walters. Back to Dylan Rees. Good touch by the skipper. Back to Bacon. Plays it forward. Hawkins on the half turn. Good link-up play. Canavan finds Reeves. Flint on the front foot. Out wide. Yeah, he goes out for a throw-in. Good afternoon, news guy on YouTube, listening from Louisville, Kentucky, United States of America. Let's go. International Haverfordwest. Global Haverfordwest. What time is it over in Kentucky? The 2:30. It's probably quite early in the morning there, I'm thinking. Ball back with the Flint keeper. Again, a better kick from him after his first one. Bacon heads it wide to Watts. Flicks one on, finds Walters. Considering the weather, the wind is blowing a gale, as I said. So good passing football. Both teams, to be fair, like to get it down and play a bit. 2 of the better footballing teams in the league, I'd say. That through ball for Hawkins, a little bit too far. Too much wind on that one, all the way through to the keeper, who plays it short. As I said, like the build from the back, Flint. We'll be looking for the triggers, the press for the Bluebirds come in, which Armand does well. Nearly steals it off the goalie. Good talking by Shepherd from the midfield, sending his attackers forward. Really high pressing, but Flint play out well, to be fair. Couple of rounds of applause from the home fans. Canavan now on the halfway line. He's got numbers going forward. Hangs in the air. McCarthy wins his header. Forward to Kyle Kenneford. Back to Carthy. Clips one forward. Just looking to deal with it. Kenneford and Canavan battle for it. Kenneford comes away with it well on the halfway line. It's a 4-on-4. Passes to Hawkins. Out to Abruzzese. A lot of space for him on this left-hand side. Phillips comes back to front him up. Abu cuts inside on his right foot. Squares it to Shepherd. Chance to drill one at goal. Shot. Good save. Great drilled shot from Shepherd from the edge of the box. And a well-caught save from the Flint keeper. Again, he rolls it out. Tony Pennock encouraged by that one there. Kenneford did really well to battle in midfield to gain that chance to move us forward. Kenneford now back to Dylan Reeves. Back to Ivan Knott on the penalty spot. He's got Reeves pressing. Knott very quickly shuffles it out to Bacon. Bacon opts for Arman in the channel. Good run by the big man. There's 2 around him. He's dispossessed, but he wins it back again. Good little nudge to Watts. Inside to Hawkins on the edge of the box. Feel we're brewing, yeah? Ben Arman back to Hawkins on the right-hand side. Just pinched a toe, but Bacon's going to collect it on the halfway line. Forward to Watts. Greg Walters makes a call, but Flint clear. Play it forward. McCarthy and Abadaki are going to compete for this one. Abadaki gets there first. Inside our box. Cuts onto his right foot. Well read. McCarthy gets the ball. Wins the ball. Big appeal by the home side, but the ball moved. You can clearly see it get moved. Calls from VAR from the supporters, but I think they did see the ball move, to be fair. Good decision by the referee. Frustrations boiling over from the home side there as Jack Thorne's gone through Abruzzese there. McCarthy timed that one well, I think. Home side appealing for a penalty. Abu caught late.
Got you there.
Thorne just being spoken to by Mr. Mark Patch. Excellent decision by the official, huh? We've got goals to report. Bala have taken the lead down at Stebbin Heath Park. So Bala leading 1-0 down there. And Barry Town United also taking the lead at Penabont. Thank you for keeping me up to date in the chat there. We'll try and be more on the ball with it. 9:42 a.m. over in Kentucky. So a good morning to you. Welcome to the Bluebird's Nest Live. Afternoon to Marcus. Afternoon to Alison. Welcome to you guys joining us in South Wales. Flint getting it down again. Harry Owen, the centre of a back three for Flint. Captain, the talisman. Very good in the air. Is showing his footwork ability. Yeah, good play. Just passing around the press from Ben Harmon and Dan Hawkins there. And it's Woolham, the right of the back three, who plays it down the channel towards Reeves, but Dylan underneath it, heads down only as far as Canavan. Great little pinch by Kenneford to Abu, who clips one forward. Little push in the back on Sheps. Nothing given. Flint coming forward again. As I said, good bit of football from both sides so far this afternoon. 15 gone. Canavan, Thorne, linking up in the middle. Harry Owen again in the centre circle, dictating things out to Woolham again on this right hand side. Forward, good touch by McCarthy and Abruzzese, but Phillips has won it back. Calls for offside, not given. Abadaki crosses on the right hand side. Good touch. Dylan Rees just goes over the line, concedes the corner. Good defending. It's end to end here. So 2 goals inside the first 15 minutes across the Cymru Premier, across the Championship Conference and the Playoff Conference. I'm not even going to look at league tables until deep in the second half to see how things are folding out. But short one taken. Another corner. Ricky Watts first to it. Sees it out for another corner. Phillips looking for that near post one, which got Flint their goal last week. Maybe looking to utilise the aerial ability, like I said, of a Harry Owen. Phillips crosses towards Owen. Greg does job to clear, heads and kicks it clear. All the way back to Canavan, who drills one forward. Again, Greg wins his battle against Harry Owen as well. Onto Watts, looking for that option to the right-hand side, but Bluebirds didn't quite get out as quick as was possible there. Good question coming in across the YouTube live chat. If we finish 7th, who do we want to play in the playoff? Well, obviously the permutations depend on the cup final next weekend. If our opponents today, Flint, are to win the cup and put themselves into Europe, it would mean a quarter-final for the Bluebirds, away at 6th place. Dates to be confirmed, but likely to be a midweek fixture away to 6th place if Flint win the cup final. If Carnarvon win the cup final, who are probably on paper the favourites, then it would mean an away semi-final as it stands at the moment against Colwyn Bay across a weekend. I think they're all tough ties, all going to be away, obviously, as potentially the 7th place team, where ourselves, Britain Ferry, Llansamble and Cardiff Met can still mathematically end up. Fingers crossed it's us, and we're in the playoffs yet again. But Phillips, good throw into an area. Good head again by Greg Walters. Defensively, just sees it out over onto the far side. Visual on screen showing a good representation where the ball is. Headed into an area, all the way through to Ivan Knott. Calmly collects inside his 6-yard box. Greg Walters doing his defensive duty well so far this afternoon. McCarthy plays a 1-2 with Knott. Back to Knott, on the floor, out to Bacon, over on the far right-hand side. Got space in front of him. Encouragement by the manager to take the ball forward. Does. Clips one forward, but it's won back by the Flint midfield. Shepherd and Canavan. It's a good battle there between those two. Back to Phillips on this right-hand side. Talismanic right-sided midfielder. Takes all the set pieces. Flint has done well, but Abu skips past him this time. He's coming forward. Crosses over the halfway line. He's got numbers to his left. Arman receives it. Clips into an area. Not quite enough, but it's sliced out for a corner. Again, with Dan Hawkins playing up top today, I think it's Kenneford who's been delegated the role of corner taker. Decent crowd here, to be fair, this afternoon. Bank holiday fixture, enticing in the supporters in the Flintshire area. It's Farners Key away at TNS today. 0-0 down at Park Hall. Still 0-0. Colwyn Bay home to Carnarvon as the cross comes into an area. Greg Walters offensively. Ooh, header off the bar. He's getting his head on everything this afternoon. Yet to hit the target though. Cameron Ferguson, former Flint Town attacker, is the man to get Balor's goal after just 11 minutes. And I think it's Ian Owen again for Barry. Can't stop scoring. Like scoring at Penabont. Scored 2 in the cup final a couple of weeks ago. Good header from the goal kick by Bacon. Ball out of the ground. New balls, please. So Cameron Ferguson's goal for Bala is giving them every opportunity of surviving. We will, as I said, be keeping a very close eye on things later on in the game, perhaps as things settle down. Ball spending a bit of time up in the air at the minute. Head tennis in the middle of the pitch. Ricky Watts comes away with it. Sideways to McCarthy. Chance left-footed. Just get it up the pitch. It's over Hawkins, but Armand nearly gets on the end of it. Walters again. He's everywhere. It's a slip by the left back. Armand finds Greg. It's 3-on-2. Inside. Shepherd. Inside the box. Chance. Good save. Back. It's ricocheting around the box. Handball appeals. Nothing given. Ricky Watts does well to win it. It's a crunching tackle. Good tackle, Ricky Watts. Out to Abruzzese. Strikes it at goal. Deflected corner. Great save by Flint. In goal for Flint. Off a Corey Shepherd drive. Collected the ball on the edge. Drove into the penalty box. Good right-footed strike. Low. Saved by the keeper's feet. Ricocheted then off about 4 different players before Watts picked it up on the edge of the box. Squared to Abu, whose goal-bound strike was deflected for a corner. Here we go again. Kenneford, right-footed, into a good area, right underneath the keeper. He's punched it up in the air. Oh, Dullan nearly gets the rebound. Bacon, it's up in the air. Armand heads it towards goal, over the bar. Keeper punched it directly up in the air. Supporters liaison officer Dan Devine playing ball boy behind the goal over there on the far side. Dan up in his role as liaison officer supporting the travelling supporters, and it's quite the word today. I mentioned we've got Will Freeman, one of our newest board of directors members, joining us from the USA today. Also, we've got our Lincolnshire Bluebirds who joined us in Malta and Parker Scarlets over the summer. They've made the 155, I think he said, mile trip from England across to join us here in Flint. Certainly easier to get to a Flint home ground than coming all the way down to the meadow, but good play by Flint. Coming forward on the front foot. There's 2 out on this right-hand side. Phillips is 1. He skips past Abruzzese into the box, crosses. Oh, it's right across the 6-yard box. Waiting for a touch. Nobody gets it. It's out for a throw-in. Great delivery from Phillips, the number 7 there. He's gone out for a far side throw-in even. Our number 7, Ricky Watts, playing right wing back this afternoon. He'll be given the honours of this one. It's end-to-end, like I said. His throw comfortably won that time by Owen, out for a throw-in again, further up the pitch. Can't get over. The flags around the ground are blowing all over the place. It's still a very strong wind in our favour this first half. It dies down in the second. Him over on the far side to come. Burke, I think, will be the man with that one. Just getting brought back. Try to gain an extra few yards there. As so often is the case. Jack Wilson knows all about that. he's thrown it. And again, the wind has played a factor because he's come infield and gone straight back out for our throw there. That sums it up, that, Tom. Ricky with a chance to get us upfield. Good distance on that one. It almost gets Hawkins in. Cleared for a throw in, though. Not quite. Better than that. You carry on. Home supporters enjoying the live action, yeah. Arman heads it into the keeper's hands. Chance gone. Referee, was nearly going to count out the goalie there. His counting down was on one, and then he drops it to the floor and clears. Good header by Bacon yet again. Good header by Bacon and Watts. In the face for Canavan. Back to Shepherd. Square to Kenneford. Chance to push forward again. Really is good football from both sides when they're making way up the pitch. Abu gets round Phillips. Crosses. Deflected. It's up in the air. It's going to stay in unless Canavan can't get there. Owen does though. Keeps it off the corner. Abu, man on. Throw into Flint. Good tackle, Abadaki coming back to do some defensive work there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Good header by Reeves. Flicks in Abadaki's round the back. Dylan Reese is chasing back into the box. Clips one. It's a poor cross. Poor cross. There's numbers in the box waiting. Bluebirds did well to come back and defend that one, but Abadaki's little dink into the box evaded everybody and it goes out yet again. Home supporters voicing their frustrations there. It needed to go across the floor, I'd say. Bala extending their lead. 2-0, apparently. Britain Ferry have taken the lead as well, I believe. The home side 1-0 up at Old Road against Cardiff Met. Bala, 2-0 up. 27 gone. It's Ross White who doubles their league. They are clinging on to their league status. Good touch by Kyle Kenneford. Can he get there? It's a foot race. Woolham, Owen and Kenneford. Owen gets there. Passes back to his keeper. Has to play quickly. Hasn't gone too far. McCarthy's underneath it. Good header, McCarthy to Shepherd. Flicks it out. Phillips reads that one. He plays it forward. Continues to be end-to-end. McCarthy back towards his goal. Has to clear. Reeves and McCarthy battling for it. Reeves does well. Causing a lot of headaches. That's a better cross. Phillips deep again. The wind has got to be catching that a touch, I think. Ricky Watts down the line. Foul not given. Yeah, he does indeed give it. Well done, referee. Free kick then. Pretty much where the graphic is showing there on screen. Yes, 2-0 Bala, 1-0 Barry. And Britain Ferry. It hasn't updated yet on the app, but I do believe it's Britain Ferry 1-0 up there after 26 minutes. That brings them right on our tails. Come on, boys. Let's see him off. Not with the free kick. With the win. Just coasts one in. Nearly Arman. Nearly flicks it on for Ricky Watts, who was going around the back. But Arman's header. Doesn't quite go to plan. And Ferry come away with it, but it's won well. Bacon to Kenneford to Walters. Just outside the centre circle. Forward to Arman. Tries to flick one round. It's thrown to the ground. Referee put his whistle to his mouth there, but nothing. Phillips plays infield. Harry Owen, the centre of his back three, like I said, is dictating it well. Big man. Flint across the halfway line. Forward to Canavan. Onto his right foot. Across. He's looking to play forward. But plays it to Woolham, the right centre back. He's got options to his right. Does offer it. Back to Woolham. In the final third year. Woolham, Phillips. He's put too much on that one. And it's out for a goal kick. Ivan just looking to slow things down here. Get a bit of composure back. I'm sure the Flint Town United bench would be well aware of Bala's 2-goal lead. I think it's a free kick being given. So he ran out of his goal to the left-hand side of his penalty box. It isn't a goal kick. Yeah, offside apparently. It's a late decision if it's offside, but free kick nonetheless. Great kick, Ivan. Superb. That's a big one. Walters underneath it. Gets it half a touch. Flicks it in. It's in the Flint penalty box, but they clear well. Canniford through a tackle. It's a free kick given. Phillips stays down. That was an aggressive one. They were going for the ball. Good collision. Canniford's going to have a little chat here. I think he's going to get up. Yeah, he's picking up the first yellow card of the afternoon. Probably was a yellow card, I think. Just. Yeah, good point, Kevin. Need to get into half-time with a lead if we can, utilising this wind, although it does seem to be easing off a touch. Hopefully it disappears by the second half, because it's certainly helping. Ivan's last set piece was a fantastic distance, just at the right angle for a clipped header. Put us into the Flint penalty box, but they cleared well, and then Canniford conceded the foul. Good head, Bacon. Only as far back. Oh, it's a scuffed shot, but it's still Abadaki in the box. Miscontrols, but gets hold of it again. Back to Phillips on the edge of the box. Crosses into an area. Well taken, Ivan Knott. And quick to get Ricky Watts out on the right-hand side. Clipped handball. Got to be handball. Play on, referee. Good advantage, referee. He's having the game of his life, the ref, so far. Dylan Reese on the halfway line, forward to Hawkins. First time clips one over for Armand to chase onto. Skip in a way. Yeah, goes out for a goal kick. Unlucky. Goal kick then, as the sun breaks through from behind the clouds. Not a bad afternoon up in Flintshire. I do believe there's a weather warning coming in for tomorrow up in North Wales, mind. The Flint goalie, organising his troops to the right-hand side. Again, his kick, you can see the distance isn't quite there against that wind. Good head, Greg Walters yet again. Beats Jack Thorne in the air. Bala. Oh, I thought they scored again then. Well done. Good defending. Sheppy, Kyle McCarthy, and Dylan Reese just clear the lines in the end. Lee Jonas, the 19 for Flint. Lively on the far left-hand side. Getting a lot of ball in these last few minutes. Good head. Abreu down. Oh, Hawkins nearly gets on to the end of that one. Good pressure. Back to Owen again at centre half. Pennock just saying, have a breather to the boys. No need to press him. Let him have it. All they're doing is playing sideways. Walters, Arman and Hawkins, the front three at the second. Just shuffling side to side. Stopping Flint come in. And there's the bite by Abu. Forward. Good pass by Abu to Walters. Arman's made a great run forward. He's onside. Lee Jonas again intercepts that one. Pass was on for Arman. Just a touch earlier, I think, there. Well done, Bacon. Back to Knott. Composed. Left-footed. Ivan gets good distance on it. One first time by Woolham. No messing about. Up into the skies. Bacon heads it clear again. Good head as well. All the way over to Watts on the halfway line. Cuts back. He's got options around him. Finds Dylan Reese, the skipper. The centre of the back three this afternoon. He can step forward. Plenty of space in front of him. Over the halfway line. Forward pass to Arman. Not quite controlled as he would have wanted. And Flint come back the other way. Carnival now with Kenneford tracking. Well done. McCarthy reads it well. McCarthy to Reese to Walters. Back to Ivan Knott. Again, composed, ball at his feet. No press from the home side. Is now clipped forward by Ivan towards Arman. Heads it forward. good little space, making Flint play it. Clips one forward, only finds Abu's right foot inside to Shepherd. Nice play. Walters back to Abu. So Shepherd in the 10 hole there. Hawkins clips one forward. Need a good bounce because Arman. Oh, he nearly gets it. He's done well there. Lee Jonas does well. Puts it forward. Thorne out wide on the far left hand side to Reeves. Breaks into the penalty box. Bacon in front of him. Step over. Cuts it back. Got to be cleared. Oh, picked up. Crossed into the box. Kenneford does well. Get a toe onto that one. Finds Watts with a chance. He sliced it. Out for a throw in. That'll do. I'm sure the Flint staff in the dugout will be aware, like I said, of Balor's 2-goal lead. And it's beginning to be communicated, I think, that they now need to really get something out of this game, even more so. Shepherd has to go back to Ivan on his left foot yet again. Clips one forward. Good distance, but it's nowhere really with a blue shirt waiting for it. So Woolham steps forward now. Referee. Oh, I thought he was going to blow offside. Not given. Canavan clips one back. Bacon heads clear. Abu. Good hook from Abu to Shepherd inside our own half. But Arman is thrown to the ground, but referee gives it the advantage. Well played, referee. I don't think I've ever seen Mark Petch have such a good game so far. 35 in, he says. Playing advantage really well, to be fair. Vintage display by the man in charge. Abu then on the halfway line. A little bit further forward than where the graphic is showing. Left footed. Drills it towards the edge of the penalty area. Gregg's underneath it, but it's defended well. Only as far as Watts. Heads it back in towards an area where Walters was waiting, but defended again well. Kenneford now with the ball on the edge of the area. Backwards. It's tripped, but advantage yet again. Jacob Bacon steps forward with it. Chance to put it in an area, but opts for Watts on the right-hand side. Flint player goes down, so there's numbers here. Reese. Dylan Reese. Eyes up. A back post cross. Puts it in an area, but Flint keeper comes to get it. Drops it, and has to concede a corner. That wind playing havoc there. I think Kenneford's put it into the penalty area. The last 3 corners. Got a feeling there's a short one coming here. Abu's just keeping half an eye on it. Kenneford on it. Yeah, they're going into the area again. Bacon on the front post. Arman next to keeper. Hawkins, Reese, Watts, Walters. They're all causing carnage inside the 6-yard box. Referee's just pulling Bacon and Thorne for a bit of a chat. It's just going to go under the keeper's crossbar here, this one. Kenneford, one arm raised. Crosses, good area. Oh, good header. I think it was Arman with the final touch, but it's over the bar. Goal kick again then. As I said, international Panache Makwaramiti just having a light stretch. Fresh from his adventures in Africa over the last fortnight. Flint then. It's a better kick again from him. The wind has definitely dropped because he's got a lot more distance. Shepherd appeals for a foul, not given. Good head, Kyle Kenneford. McCarthy's put a lovely ball over, but Harry Owen's head wins it. Hawkins not quite going to get there ahead of Jake Canavan. Inside he goes. Out to the left back. Travels forward again. Lee Jonas. He's crossfield. Finds Abu. Heads it forward to Walters. He's got a man right on his tail. Good play, Greg Walters. Calm and composed. Finds Bacon, but he's tackled. Bacon's going to get the rebound first. He's got a chance to get his head up. He plays it back to Ivan, who was first time. Tony commanding him. Jacob could have done that himself. Oh, nearly short sells his own keeper there, Harry Owen. And Arman nearly pinched it. Oh, unlucky. Back and forth, yeah. Phillips with it now, and a right wing back for Flint. Forward, McCarthy underneath it. Heads up in the air. Bacon's got to deal with this. Reeves. Oh, Bacon does well. Chance for Sheppy and Hawkins to link up here. Hawkins heads inward to Walters. It's ricocheting everywhere. Canavan comes forward to Abadaki, the former Bala striker, skips inside, beats McCarthy, doesn't beat Abu, goes back to Phillips. Phillips forward to Canavan. And then sensibly back to Thorne. The Aber Seasider. He goes back to Harry Owen. The big man steps in, coming right down the middle of the pitch. Plays a good one too. Oh, good tackle. Corey Shepherd out to Hawkins. Good tackle, Sheppy. But Hawkins, with 4 around him, loses it. On the far side, with Canavan, skips onto his right foot. Drills one. Good defending, Dylan Rees. Concedes the corner. Still just the 3 games that have goals in so far this afternoon. Bala 2-0 up, Britton Ferry 1-0 up, and Barry Town United lead at Rhys Griffiths Penabont. Corner then. Phillips is over on the far side. Crosses again into a good area. It's deep. Headed. Oh, I think that was a Greg Walters header that ricocheted, but it's a good diving save by Ivan Knott. And the Blues clear all the way back to Canavan, right-footed, skips inside Hawkins, left-footed, out to Abadaki, onside. Abruzzese holding him up, skips inside the penalty box, across the line. Greg Walters defends well again at the front post for a corner. Owen Jones, the latest Haverfordwest player to have a bit of a stretch, as is Yori Humphreys. Sure, full squad to be utilised across the 90-odd minutes today. But for now, the Bluebirds holding strong. Phillips, 2 arms in the air, crosses into a good area. Greg Walters comes. Oh, excellent take, Ivan Knott. Fantastic. Harry Owen, first time he's won a header against Greg, but Ivan catches it well and distributes it to Greg Walters. Inside the Shepherd. He's got a chance to move forward with the ball here. Spots Abruzese's crossfield run. Can he get in behind Phillips? Good header by Phillips. Back to his goalie. Flint again plays it very central. Oh, Thorne nearly bluffs his lines, but gets it out to Woolham. 2-0 Britton Ferry. Good head, Dalan. Shepherd breaks clear. Good battle again. Yeah, Bluebirds throw in on the halfway line. Flint defenders not happy with their midfield for not looking after it there. 2-0 to the Ferry then. Alex Gammond got the first goal. And Tom Walters gets the second. That pretty much levels things in the league table. As it stands, goal difference and points all square. Shep's flick plays it through to Hawkins. Oh, throw in to Flint. No, my maths isn't quite up to scratch there. We are obviously on a point as it stands at the moment. If the game is to stay as it is, we'd still remain that 1 point ahead. Goal difference level. Good head, Ricky Watts. Dylan Rees defends well. Yet again, forward to Arman. It's off of Flint. Oh, Greg nearly got in there. Clip forward. Bacon. He's got a little bit of time to play it. Hooks one forward. Arman, can he get on the end of it? I think it's going to go all the way through. Yeah, keeper collects. Again, goes very central to Harry Owen. Out. Jonas on the left-hand side. Inside to Thorne. He's got numbers around him. Sheppy does well to steal it. Plays forward. It's 3-on-3. Arman inside the penalty area. Can he score? Yes! Goal scored. 1-0 to the Bluebirds. Ben Arman loves playing at the Esley Stadium. Sheps pinches the ball inside the Flint half. Drives it forward. A lovely first-time pass through.
Goal scorer for Haverfordwest.
And Arman beats Flint in the goal to open the scoring. 1-0. Flint causing their own downfall there, it seems. Losing possession inside their own half. And the dangers, the risks, I suppose, of playing it out from the back. Sheppy, lively, on his toes, pinched it, drove pretty centrally, Lovely pass through, split the defence. Arman runs it in, right-footed, round the goalie. Back of the net, 1-0. Get in indeed. .44, what a great time to score that is. A minute left of normal time. Ivan opts for a drop kick. Interesting. Drop kicks one. Straight out for a throw, but deep in Flint territory. The goalkeepers union, Tony Panak, not quite agreeing with Ivan's drop kick clearance there. Got good distance, but high risk and reward there. A sliced drop kick could have gone anywhere, but just a minute to play here of normal time. Just want to see the ball put in the right areas. We've won a throw in over on the far side then.
Yeah, I know.
Good afternoon, Graham. You're just joining us with his 1 minute of stoppage time there. Yeah, let's have more indeed. Ricky Watts and Shepherd link up on the right-hand side. Great cross by Arman. By Shepherd, sorry, towards Arman. Drills it. Greg Walters brings it down. Shepherd strikes. Oh, keeper was travelling to get that one, but it's just gone wide of the post. 2-0 before the break. Would have been dreamland. 30 seconds and even not. And David Seaman is a comparison I never thought I'd see, Graham. Less than 30 seconds and Mark Petch will bring us to the break. Reeves and Walters battle for it. Hawkins does well. Heads it back to Kenneford. Forward to Arman. Good. Almost don't want to have to. Come now with Walters on the break down this left-hand side. Plays it back to Abruzzese. Inside is Shepherd. There is the break. Just getting enough flow then, but we'll take it. We lead 1-0 at the break. Mark Petch, for the very last time in his JD Cymru Premier career, brings the half to a close. We will return just after the interval for live audio coverage of the second half. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you shortly.
64 is Darren Steve.
Prynawn da, croeso nôl. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Essity Stadium in Flintshire, where it is Haverfordwest County leading 1-0 and changes imminent. We'll go through what the team lineups, but there's a substitution at the break here.
Replacing number 19, Kyle
It's
Penfold. With number
Harry
44,
Thomas who's
Harry
come on.
Thomas.
Number 19, Kyle Kenneford makes way. So we line up the second half with Ivan Knott in goal, Dylan Rees, Reese Abrasesi, Jacob Bacon, Ricky Watts, Corey Shepherd, Dan Hawkins, Kyle McCarthy, Greg Walters, Ben Harmon, our goal scorer, and on a yellow card, number 19, Kyle Kenneford, replaced by Harry Thomas. So I'm assuming that we'll see Dan Hawkins drop back into the number 10 position with Harry Thomas going up front. Bluebirds to take kick-off here. Greg Walters over the ball, playing against the wind, left to right. Greg Walters, lovely knock, all the way back, kept in at the back by Lee Jonas. He drills one forward. Dylan Rees, great header, Dylan Rees. Reeves has gone down holding his head. I think Dylan momentum put Reeves into next week there. No appeal for a foul, but Reeves winded, I would say. Dylan forcefully winning the ball in the air. Caught. Reeves, one of Flint's key men that we looking to keep him fresh ahead of the cup final next weekend, let alone the fact that here at the Essity, Flint are probably looking over their shoulders considering the league standings as the Bala 2-0 up down at Devon Heath. Llanelli. Reeves on the touchline here in front of us, received his treatment. Dylan Rees against the wind, clips one forward with the bounce ball. Abadaki wins it back. Well done, Dylan Rees. Come out firing here. Back to Walters. Out to Abrasesi, McCarthy on the left-hand side. Good ball forward. Hammond brings it down on the edge of the box, but Canavan comes away with it. Flint on the first charge forward. Numbers getting ahead. I'm sure Lee Fowler and Steve Evans would have been willing their troops to get something out of today's game. It's going to be a busy second half, I think, against this wind for Ivan Knott and the defensive troops. Jonas, the 19, again cuts inside. Plays it to Canavan. Won well by Shepherd, though. Harry Thomas plays it square to Greg Walters. Just looking to get us up the pitch, but held up in the air. Hawkins underneath it, but Thorne comes away with it. Out to Jonas again on this left-hand side. Youngster making good progress up the pitch. Options to his right. Cuts inside. McCarthy holds up Reeves on the edge of the box. He's trying his trickery to get out of it, but it's forced backwards to the right-hand side to Phillips. Abu sees it out wide. Ball doesn't clear the lines. Walters picks it up. Plays Abu. Chance to break. Forward to Shepherd on the half turn. Cuts inside. It's just wayward to Jonas again, but Armand tracks his run. Hawkins pinches it. Back to Shepherd. Walters. Oh, Harry Thomas with a chance to break forward. Gets there. Can he skip past? Oh, Harry Owen has to clip it forward. Bluebirds throw in. That's better. Looking lively, the youngster, with one senior goal to his name for the Bluebirds against Britain Ferry a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, with Dragon Bet being our front of shirt sponsor, Harry being under 18 can't have that sponsor, so hence why there's no sponsor across the front of our toe design kit. Harry now deemed to have fouled Harry Owen. Free kick taken quickly by Flint from their own defensive quarter to the keeper and out to Woolham. Over on the far right-hand side. Back to Harry Owen, the captain, who's played well in the centre of defence. He's one of them. If he plays well, Flint play well. He's found Ricky Watts, concedes a corner. Go Bluebirds indeed. Wind has died down a touch but it's still blowing a gale here. Phillips, again, a set piece man for Flint. Right-footed in swinger. It's going to be utilising that wind. All Flint players inside Ivan Knott 6-yard box there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers for the home side. Harry Thomas even having to come back and do defensive duty on the edge of his box. Put into a good area. One first time and cleared Harry Thomas. Well done. Canavan even has to go back to Burke, who left-footed clips on him. Big appeals from the home side. It's Greg Walters tussles with Howard Owen. Nothing given. Home side will be appealing for everything now. They're just 2 points ahead of Bala as it stands with 1 game to go. How does this play out over the next few weeks? Throw in a slice clearance, not utilising the wind there. Woolham puts it straight into touch. Tony Panic giving the instructions, just calm down a touch, relax. Throw in over on the far end. Abu, the ball is collected by the Flint players. Abadaki, I think he was, who had to go and get it. But Abu plays out a nice 1-2. Arman plays it forward. It's going to go out for a goal kick there. Cleverly defended by Woolham. Harry Thomas not able to get on the end of it. Goal kick done. Flint certainly not looking to slow things down. Much higher tempo, I think, from the home side here. Oh, the keeper's decided to switch the ball to the left-hand side of his his 6-yard box. Just looking down, Lee Fowler right on the edge of his day. He's nearly on the pitch kicking every ball here. It could be a fantastic couple of weeks for the home side, who could seal their status in the league perhaps and win a cup final and get into Europe, or what I'm sure their fans will be thinking of, they could get relegated and lose a cup final in the next 2.5 weeks. Flint come forward. Good turn by Canavan. Nothing given by the referee. He falls. Abadaki on the edge of the box. Plays it wide to Phillips. Cuts inside on his left foot. Crosses into a good area. Defended well by Bacon. Dylan Rees finds Greg. Chance to gallop down the right-hand side. He's pushed off the ball. Nothing given by the referee. Greg Walters back on his feet, chasing him. Hughes, good read by Bacon. Clips on forward, but only finds Thorne on the halfway line. He puts it out to Phillips on the right-hand side. Chance for him to break. Harry Thomas does well to come back. Woolham, Phillips, link up on the far right-hand side. Played forward. Can Sheppy see that one out? He does see it out for a goal kick. Well done, Corey Shepherd. I think it's going to be aggressive attack versus defence for large periods of this, with Flint desperate to get one back. Wind is picking up again. I think Ivan is teasing the home side by taking his time here. Referee commands him to hurry up. Let's see what Ivan's goal kicking is going to be like against this wind. Drills one right-footed. Excellent kick. It's going to sail out for a throw-in, but it's well into Flint territory. All the games across the league restarted. TNS have opened their accounts for the afternoon. 1-0 at home to Connorskey, and it's Ryan Brobble with the goal there. Cementing there an assailable lead at the top of the Cymru Premier, already crowned champions. Bala extend their lead down at Llanelli. Tarasenko, who was man of the match against us a couple of weeks ago, he's scored there. So it's 3-0 to Bala now, giving themselves every opportunity of survival. The only a game without a goal then is down at Colwyn Bay, the Blue Turtle Arena, where they are currently 0-0 at home to Carnarvon. It's a throw-in. The home supporters beginning to get a little bit agitated here, encouraging Flint to hurry up, but it's Phillips on the far right-hand side. He's got a long throw. He's got the wind right behind him. It's going to arrow. All the players are inside the penalty box, about 40, 50 yards away, and it does indeed get to them, but it also gets to Ben Arman. Bluebirds clear. Back to Burke on the halfway line, left-footed, puts it straight back towards an area. Abadaki goes to ground. Harry Owen clips in, but Ivan collects above Dylan Reese's jumping header. A little bit of a communication mishap there, but Ivan sets McCarthy off down the left-hand side, clips one forward, Armand's underneath it. Harry Owen, what's he giving there? Foul against Armand. Thought it was the other way around, if anything. Owen seemed to body check Armand's run. Armand's come away hobbling, but Flint have won the free kick. Don't know about that one, but here we go again. Jonas down this left-hand side. Forward to Abadaki. Tries to half-turn Bacon, but Bacon does well. Played inside. Walters there to collect. Tries to drill one down the right-hand side touchline, but doesn't get the distance he wanted. Flint play it back out. Harry Owen inside his own half. Jonas, the left back, is open. He does indeed come to him right on the halfway line. Has to go back to Owen. Good pressure from Armand. Owen now then has got a bit of space to step into the Bluebirds half. Sideways to Thorne. Bluebirds proving difficult to break down here. Long may that continue. Forcing Flint back to their keeper, well outside his box. Flint playing right to left. Mirrored by the graphic on screen. Ivan comes to collect this one. He's not going to be in any rush. Controls it with his chest. And is now forced to pick up from Elliot Reeves. 2-0 TNS. They've started brightly in the second half. Good kick, Ivan. That's a great angled kick. It's going to get Armand in behind Jonas. I think Armand's had a touch. It's going to be a Flint throw in. Inside the final 10 yards of the pitch here. Great kick by Ivan against the wind. That quick throw. Bacon fouled. Free kick. Reeves through the back of Bacon, and as his teammates shout, you don't need to do that. Spot on. You really didn't need to do that. Ball is 50 yards the opposite direction, and Abadaki's having to chase after it. Keep using all that energy. Skipper Dylan Rees will take the free kick. Abadaki's thrown the ball that he went to collect into Ivan Knott's goal, which I don't think the referee will allow a ball to be in the net. So Ivan's having to go over there. More time wasted by us. Happy days. Now then, Dylan given the green light to put a free kick from just where the graphic is showing, I suppose. It's saying dangerous attack. It's not yet. Now it's delivered. Round the back. Greg Walters could get on the end of this. He does indeed keep it in over on the far side. Back. Oh, good turn, Greg Walters. Put it across the floor. Oh, nearly. Can we get there? Oh, it's just run through onto Abadaki. Oh, Flint fouled themselves there. Corey Shepherd picks it up. 35 yards out. Skips inside one. Ricky Watts, good tackle. And again, good tackle, Ricky Watts. Another one. Shepherd got Walters on the outside. Chance to shoot. Left-footed. Good save. Flint does well in the goal. Hawkins, 40 yards out. He's collected it. Clips one around the back. Armand, can he get there? Good interception. Harry Owen, the centre half. Dylan Rees out to Abrasesi this time. Good forward play. Abu finds Hawkins in a space. Out to Corey Shepherd. Skips inside onto his right foot. Drills one. Oh, Armand's toenails nearly got on the end of that one. But Niall Flint in the goal. Picks it up. Ricky Watts. Oh, his toe finds Harry Thomas. Not really in the position to get hold of that one. So Flint come away with it yet again. Harry Owen punches one forward. Good turn by Elliot Reeves. In and behind. Abadaki offside. Yes, he is offside. The ball is in the back of the net. A couple of Flint supporters celebrate, but Abadaki made an early run. Reeves didn't quite give it early enough. Offside. We'll take that. Good afternoon, Pamela, joining us on the stream. Join us as Haverfordwest lead here 1-0 after almost an hour of play. Be absolutely fantastic to take all 3 points back down to Pembrokeshire with us. As Ivan again connects well with the ball, puts it. It's going to be Harry Owen's ball, uncontested, but he only can head it as far as Dylan Rees, who heads it straight back towards the Flint backline. Hawkins competes with it. Harry Thomas strong, but overcome there by Jonas. Oh, Flint are trying fancy passes, and Arman has pinched it. Oh, Canavan again, very bravely, and they've passed it out of play there. Good pressure by Arman. Throw in on the halfway line. Kyle McCarthy using his experience there. He can't. What's he doing there now? The ref. He's just telling him where to take it from. But Kyle tried going to fetch a ball which is further away to kill valuable seconds. It's the dark arts that we so often see against us. Hopefully, all those times we can learn from and utilize ourselves here. Caernarfon open the scoring at Colwyn Bay. 1-0 Caernarfon. He'll be looking to pick up a bit of form ahead of next weekend. The cup final. Corner. Harry Thomas does well over in the far side there. Somehow picked the corner. Congratulated by Dan Hawkins, who is now on set piece duty. Hawkins then waiting for Dylan Reese to get in position at the edge of the box. Short one taken. Abu and Hawkins link up. Abu on his left foot has to work something. Puts it into a good area, but won pretty cleverly in the end. But only to Shepherd on the edge of the box. Outside of his right foot. Tame on Sheppy's levels into the hands of Niall Flint, who rolls one out again to Jonas on this left-hand side. Head down, straight up the pitch. Cut inside. Skips past 2-3. Out on this side to Burke. Left-footed into an area. McCarthy does well. Heads it away. Waiting. Oh. Chance Reeves in the box. Chance to turn over the bar. Out to the stadium. Extra couple of minutes here. Ivan cap on his head because, as I said in the first half, the sun is trying its best to come out here. Here we go again then. Ivan Knott, goal kick. Again, you can see the wind swirling on that one. It's going to go straight out, but on the halfway line. Good distance achieved. Jake Phillips takes it quickly. He's lost it. Greg Walters and Cody Shepherd have stolen it. Head down, Greg Walters, looking to get up the pitch. Drills one forward to Harry Thomas. Good first touch, takes it away from the defender. Back to Walters, slips one forward, up and over Woolham's head. Arman, it's giving him a torrid time, but the ball bounces out for a throw-in. Down the line. Oh, Dylan is going to have to hook one. Does left-footed. Up for throw-in. 62nd minute. Jake Phillips on the far side. Yet another throw-in incoming. Looking for further distance. Getting a bit more organised. They've tried a couple of quick ones. Not quite working for the home team. Phillips down the line. Good head by Reeves. It's going to go through to Ivan Knott's possession. And he picks it up and rolls it out to Bacon. After a bit of pressure from Abadaki, I think the Flint substitutions won't be long. They've got firepower on the bench that I'm sure they'll look to utilise. They were probably hoping they didn't need it, but Ivan does well, lets the ball bounce and catches it. Reeves is running his socks up top, as is Abadaki. Punted clear, Arman underneath it. Good flick header. Doesn't quite find Harry Thomas, but Greg and Hughes battle well there. Canavan comes away with it. Out to Woolham on the right-hand side. Sheppy's having to go over and stop his tracks. Inside the Thorn on the halfway line. Back to Woolham. Keep him at arm's length, boys. It's 4-0 Bala now lead at Stebo. Cardiff Met have got one back. 3-1 there. Woolham again with possession, loses it to Abrasesi, clips one forward. Arman's going to have to come across and try and win that one. Greg underneath the rebounded one. Heads home all the way to Ivan Knott. Well done, Greg. Ivan again chests it, kills a couple of seconds, and Reeves has to come in and collect. Bacon down this right-hand side, clips one forward towards Arman again. Owen Could have let that one go through to his keeper, but wind is swirling the ball around. Ooh, that's going to be a tricky one for Phillips. Does well, controls it right on the touchline. Plays it down the line, but McCarthy unmarked for the Bluebirds. Chance for us to get a bit of possession back. The land clips one down the left-hand side. Again, look how much that's Helen held up in the air. It's incredible. Such a strong wind here this afternoon. Canavan comes away with it. Skips past Hawkins. Gets his head up, goes backwards to Phillips. Sideways, Thorne is on. Option is to go even further left. Does indeed. Comes to Jonas. Bluebirds having to shuffle side to side here. But remaining resilient. I said the subs won't be long. It's Darren Stevenson, who scored 2 against us on St. David's Day. He's going to be joining in here. I do wonder whether it be a defender coming off. Flint needs something out of the game. Harry Thomas with it inside his defensive third. He's got to go big. Great ball. Sees Ricky Watts down the right-hand side. Good speed by Burke. Comes back. Jonas and Burke link up well. Come away past Ricky Watts. Back on to the halfway line. Jonas is cutting inside every single time. Referee is well in the way. Ref, you can't. Oh, referee obstructs Greg's chance of tackling him. Flint with it inside our half. Jonas to Canavan. Tries to break forward. Hawkins trying to catch him. Canavan onto his right foot. Clips one on the back. Chance header. Wide of the post. Not really testing Ivan Nott's goal there. Substitutions incoming then. Keen to see what they're going to do here. Will it be like for like? Or are they rolling the dice? With 25 to play, I think. Yeah, it's number 3 coming off. Burke, the left back. Abadaki is going to play wide left now then. Stevenson and Reeves will be the front two.
34, Darren Stevens.
First move of a chess piece from the home side. Still as we were across the other games, TNS leading 2-0, Barry leading 2-0, Carnarvon leading 1-0. And in our playoff conference, 4-0 Bala leading at Llanelli. I'm sure their staff would be thinking, where's this performance been for so long? 3-1 Ferry lead at home to Met. And here we are currently leading 1-0 in a crucial penultimate game of the league season. As it stands, 3 points ahead of Britain Ferry. Jake Phillips with a throw in after Ivan's goal kick sailed in touch. Proving so difficult to navigate that win, to be fair. Again, fans beginning to get a bit twitchy, encouraging quicker play. Thrown into the penalty area, but Shepherd underneath it gets it back. Oh, go on, Harry Thomas. Putting the ball under pressure. The Flint defenders on the halfway line with it now. It's Burke. Doesn't really know where to go. Testament to the hard work by the Bluebirds defence here. Burke steps over the halfway line. Plays out to Phillips on the right-hand side. A high press now. Bluebirds have been triggered. Thorne, left-footed, clips one into an area. Greg's underneath it. Good battle again between him and Harry Owen. Sheppy gets his body in between it. Hawkins flicks one out to Arman. Yeah, Arman just punts it forward. Not quite enough to go all the way through to Shep. Flint, the goalie, out to Phillips again. Just can't break the Bluebirds down. Long may that continue too. 67.5 minutes gone. Willem plays it out to Lee Jonas. He cuts inside yet again. Harry Thomas does well, just to shows him the line. Has to go back to Thorne. Thorne inside to Harry Owen. Bit of a chance to step in. Clips it out to Willem on the right-hand side. Not many options other than Phillips on the right. Good one too from Phillips and Abadaki. He's everywhere, Abadaki. Play. Flint just keeping the ball patiently. Free kick given against Stevenson. Throws Dylan Reese to the ground. Looking across, you've got Owain Jones and Yori Humphreys having a little bit more of a warm-up. Even not close to ground, just having a bit of a stretch of his hamstring. Ivan with the ball on the edge of the box. Flip forward. Arman and Abrazizi, good link-up play between those two on the far left-hand side. Shepherd brings it down. Good win again. Oh, he's won the throw-in with the man on his back there. McCarthy with it then. Throw in on the far side. Looking to play the ball a bit more in the home side's half if we can, but it's attack versus defence. Dylan caught face. Bacon puts it up for a throw in. It's a head injury. Stevenson's elbow has caught Dylan Reese in the face. Henry Fensom's first bit of action of the day. Dylan, stray elbow, I think. Seems to be okay on the halfway line. It's not something he would have wanted because it's a throw into Flint. He's going to be wanting to get back on the pitch to defend as quickly as he can here, but it's going to have to go off for treatment. He's getting back to his feet. Seems to be okay. It's a glancing forearm, I think it was. He didn't see it as a foul on him. Just looking across the Cymru North, Cymru South having Lido 2-1 up at home to Cwmbran Celtic. Hollywell 2-0 down at home to Abus, but I think because of Newtown's loss earlier on today, I think their top 3 status has now been guaranteed, regardless of their current losing status. So many times this season, when stoppage time has been added on, it seems to be drastically less than what is required. However, the home side are already saying all this stoppage time needs to be added on. But Dylan, on his feet and ready to come back on, isn't going to be allowed on as Phillips takes the throw in. Reeves, good defending. Bodie Shepherd and Abu, again, winning their battles. Go on, Abu, get it again. Oh, it's played in. Reeves is nearly in round the back. Corey working so hard to try and get the ball back. Dylan appealed to come back on the pitch. Referee can't wave him on yet, I don't think. Ball crossed in. Ivan sees it out for a goal kick. Now Dylan's allowed back on. Back to 11. 18 minutes of normal time left. We still lead 1-0 here at the Essity Stadium. Good question coming in from Graham. Is there a sense that Haverfordwest County is sitting back hoping to soak up their pressure, or are we trying to get it up the park? There's lots of elements literally to play against you. The ball, well, Ivan's trying to take a goal kick now and the ball is rolling back towards him. There's nothing really you can do about it. Although it's helping us. It's one of them. It's still moving. It's the referee alerting everyone in the ground that the stoppage time, it is being added on, but there's nothing he can do. The ball keeps moving. He's now going to get us back underway against this blistering wind. It's blowing from right to left. We're playing left to right, so it's right against us. So, Graham, to answer your question, as much as we're trying to get the ball forward, and I do feel there's a counter-attack or two still to come, Flint need points. They want to go into the cup final next week and the final league fixture with their safety guaranteed. But as it stands, it's not going to be the case. So they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. They've got nearly all their attackers on the pitch now. Phillips has won his team a free kick, about 30 yards away from the corner flag, right on the touchline. Don't need a wall. Tony Pennock telling Dan Hawkins, no, it's Abu's coming away. So it's got to be man for man inside the penalty area. With the wind here, Phillips has got great delivery. Hopefully not to be on this case. Yeah, I don't think the Bluebirds are purposely trying to sit back and soak this pressure up. As Phillips drills one right across, Arman wins his header, down to Abruzzese, who hooks it clear. He just simply can't get up the pitch. It is attack versus defence as Flint just pump it forward. McCarthy wins his header. Shepherd's going to pass it to Greg Walters. He's pulled back by Owen. Referee deemed it fine. Canavan spins in midfield, plays it out to Stevenson on the far right-hand side. Chance to cross. McCarthy tackles well. Abu steals it, but can only clear it as far as Phillips. Woolham crosses. Dylan Rees clears first time. Shepherd and Hawkins compete for the second ball. Jonas, 35 yards out, finds Abadaki on this left-hand side. Ricky Watts squares him up. Abadaki cuts inside, clips in. A header. Oh, not quite enough. Flint Chairman, not happy with that one. Punches the stand wall here in frustration. Simply couldn't jump high enough for the cross. And the header goes out for a goal kick. Still think it's in Flint's hands, their safety. Bala and Ferry next week will be some fixture if it stays like this. Harry Thomas not fouled. Flint come away with it. Clipped in. Dylan, good header, Dylan. Only finds Hughes on the halfway line. Throw in. Frustrations really ticking over here from the home side. I remember a fixture when Flint took all 3 points off us. There was an almighty celebration by the home officials, supporters, etc. Whilst I don't think there's enough numbers of us up in Flintshire today, I'll certainly have a big smile on my face if it stays like this. Good head, Arman. Nearly finds Harry Thomas advancing. Good clearance again by Abruzzese. Beginning to rain now, just to add to the wind. It's an uphill battle this half. 76 played, 14 of normal time remain, Allison. And I would say there's going to be a good couple of minutes of stoppage time as it falls to Phillips on the edge. Out to Abadaki on the left-hand side. Flint building. Cuts inside. Abadaki crosses round the back. Header by Reeves. Going to be caught by Ivan Knott, who's fouled. Who's pushed to the ground. Not helping their own cause there. Canavan could have been booked for that, I think. No need for it. And he's hobbling himself now. Good kick, Ivan, down this right-hand side. Arman and Harry Thomas and Hawkins, they all try and get it back. Spun ahead. Good touch by Abu. Cuts it inside. McCarthy punts it forward. Just got to try and keep it up the top end of the pitch. But it's proven difficult. Bacon's going to come through. Good header. Nudges it forward. Canavan brings it down. Canavan breaks over the halfway line. Got options to his right. Keeps the ball. Cuts back to his left. Plays it forward for Jonas. Arman chasing. Reeves. Just passed. Oh, Reeves had a lot more time there. A lot more time for the home side than he thought. He tried to pass it and passed it straight to Jacob Bacon. McCarthy again pinches possession. Harry Thomas, got to look after it, does well. Strides forward. Hawkins, advantage given. Forward to nearly Thomas. Advantage deemed over there. And Flint come backwards. Hughes, good tackle, Greg Walters. Can he pinch it off him? Played forward. Abadaki onside. Free kick given. Don't know whether that was a free kick. But Abadaki has won it anyway. About 10 yards from the byline to the left-hand side of the goal. Chance now then for Phillips yet again to put it in an area. Flint desperate to get something from the game. They're currently 2 points above Bala as it stands, as the rain is absolutely pouring down now out of nowhere. sunny and windy just a couple of minutes ago. Now to torrential rain, doomy, as the cross comes in. Ivan Knott, gets a hand to it, puts it out for a corner. The header, I think it was a header onto Ivan's hand and out for a corner. Great interception there by Ivan Knott. Corner over on the far side. It's Phillips again, who's gone across to take this one. Out swinging, right foot, it's driven, it's round the back. Straight out for a goal kick. Not helpful for the home side. Twitchy bum time, as they say, Graham. It is indeed. We're entering the 80th minute. 10 minutes of normal time to go. We need the 3 points to stay ahead of Britain Ferry. Flint need points themselves. An interesting 10 minutes coming. There's still one league game to play after this for both teams. Whilst also next week, Flint go to Newport, Rodney Parade for the Welsh Cup final against a Carnarvon team that still lead over in Colwyn Bay. It's now 2-0 there. Carnarvon picking up a little bit of form ahead of that cup final. Carnarvon on the turn, just inside the defensive third. Reeves, Carnarvon, good tackle McCarthy, good tackle Arman, pinches it over on the far side, holds it up well. He's got his back to goal, he has to go back. Ooh, he nearly kicks it up for a corner. Abu does well to keep it. He plays it down the line. Oh, inward, Carnarvon, edge of the box. Squares to Stevenson. Don't foul, boys. Back, Thorne, 35 yards out, drills one, deflect, he's hit his own player, and it's out for a goal kick. Flint players, I think, let that one run over the goal line, thinking it was a corner, but clearly hit Reeves, I think it was. 81st minute. The rain still heavily coming down here in North Wales. The Bluebird supporters from far and wide, the Lincolnshire Bluebirds flag behind the goal. We've got Pembrokeshire supporters. We've got Scouse Bluebird supporters here today. Many who've made the trip will be twitching here now, trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead. Ivan, to be fair, again gets distance from his goal kick, but it sails out for a throw over on the far side. Gary Richards and Tony Pennock deep in conversation. Stick or twist, guys. Flint come forward again. Reeves back to goal on the halfway line, has to play out to Jonas. Ben Arman having to track back Jonas as he makes advance forward. Bacon does well, nearly nutmegs him, but plays it forward. Shepherd and Carnarvon competing for the second ball. Hawkins does well, clips one forward. There's nobody really there for it. Could have been looked after a little bit better there, I think. Harry Owen plays it centrally to Jonas. The white man playing very centrally now. I think there's a substitution incoming. Card has gone into the fourth official. We'll keep an eye on who's getting stripped, but Flint come again. Owen. Again, steps infield. Hughes has been busier this second half. He's had a lot more of the ball, as has Harry Owen. He steps forward. He's got space to step into. This is a company moment here. He's 35 yards out. Eyed the goal, the shot, but wasn't an option. Dillon just punches it clear. There's nobody up for the Bluebirds. All back defending, so he'll go straight through to the keeper. Blues trying their best to get up the field, but just simply, it's attack versus defence. They throw in absolutely everything at this. Monumental defensive effort here. Dallin wins his header. Forward to Greg. Chance for him to run. It's 3 versus 3. He's down the far touchline. Cuts inside. Get something, Greg. Cover inside. Sheppy's inside. Good pass by Greg. He's got Ben Arman coming down the right-hand side. Oh, just loses it. Flicks by Stevenson to Thorne, who's advancing. Ricky Watts coming across to stop Stevenson on the edge of the box. Good tackle. Sheppy, time. Oh, he had time there to run into space. Punts it clear. Flint come again. It's Ashley Watkins who's coming on for the Bluebirds. Making yet another appearance in the first team. Seeing far more of the development squad utilised. I think a double substitution is going to be, I'm going to see who the other one is, but we go again. Abadaki, round Watts on this left-hand side. Cuts inside Bacon. Great defending. Just a little bit of a heavy touch for the white man. Yori Humphreys again It's Yori Humphreys who's going to be coming on. Ricky Watts is down. He's got cramp. Home side aren't going to like it, but it is what it is. Substitutions then. I think it's Ashley Watkins coming on for Dan Hawkins. 21 for 10.
Substitution for Haverfordwest.
And Yori Humphreys,
Replacing number
who's going to
10,
be coming on. Number
Dan
24
Hawkins.
for number
21,
7, Ricky
Ashley
Watts.
Watkins. And replacing number 7, Ricky Watts.
The rain easing off a touch. Ricky run himself into the ground, literally comes off.
24,
Yori Humphreys on.
Humphreys.
Throw in then Phillips. And Yori's first task will be to be on the end of this one. Slightly against the wind. Jake Phillips goes back to Hughes. Sideways to Canavan. 35 yards out again. Abruzzese in front of him. Nearly wins it. Ashley Watkins could have put a shift in. Stay on your feet, Ash. Stay on your feet. Don't dive in. Referee doesn't give anything. Crossed by Abadaki. Headed clear. Oh, what a chance. Stevenson's glancing header just goes the wrong side of the post for the home side. I think Ivan just about had it covered. Probably Flint's best chance. Again, the wind beginning to drop again. Hopefully, Ivan's goal kicker can stay in touch in the pitch. Every single one so far has just glided off into touch, but that is a better one. It's far more central. Armand can get underneath it. He heads it forward. Harry Thomas nearly, but Jonas gets there first. Back to the keeper. He punts it straight back with the win. Best kick of his day. Offside given. Offside's frustrations just simmering over here. 85 and a half minutes gone. Galan is going to be the man. No, Ivan's coming to take this one. I thought that was the call from the manager. Ivan not then. 15 yards away from the halfway line. Referee giving Ivan not a yellow card there for absolutely no reason. He wasn't slowing things down, to be fair. The ball just couldn't be set. It keeps moving. Here we go again. Ivan Knott drills one down the left-hand side of the pitch. Ashley Watkins underneath it. Harry Thomas thrown to the ground, but free kick to Flint. Referee's last 5 minutes or so of Cymru Premier football proving to be an interesting one. Short free kick by Flint. They step forward. Canavan with it. Crosses the halfway line. Goes sideways to Stevenson, but Flint lose it. Sheppy does well. He's got options inside. Armand, he's giving it away. Sheppy trying to be a little bit too clever, if anything, there. Forward. Good tackle, Yori Humphreys. Greg Walters comes across. Just punches it clear. Incredible defensive effort here today. Harry gets it under control. Plays it sideways to Watkins. Oh, Ash, take your time. We've given it away again. Come on, boys. Couple of minutes left here. 87 played. Hughes comes forward on the left-hand side. Finds Abadaki. Yori squares up to him. Abadaki cuts inside. Sheppy nearly gets it. Has to go back all the way to Thorne. Going to put it into an area. No, he opts for a little flick. Abadaki in the edge of the box. Nothing given by the referee. Big appeals from the home side as Dylan Reese just kicks it forward. Nothing really else on. Defensive here. I think the home side are looking themselves now to make a change. Joshua Jones, who scored a penalty against us the last time we were here, he's looking to come on for the final few minutes. As Hughes steps infield. Got Thorne running outside in past Canavan. Way out. Eyes the shot, but drives forward with it. Takes it to the right-hand side and loses it yet again. Harry Thomas punches unclear. That's going to hold up. Arman. Oh, keeper does come to collect. Go on, Harry Thomas. Put a shift in there. Flint playing bravely when they've got it inside their own half here. Said there was a counter-attack still to come from us, but they keep losing it, as do we. Wind and rain probably making an impact on this. Bacon, chance. Hughes shoots. What a save, Ivan Knott. Superb save. Down low to his right-hand side. One hand. Pushes it round the post. That was going in. to go to Graham's comment on YouTube, big up to Ivan Knott. Sounds like he's having yet another strong game. Can't fault it, to be fair. We need to stay strong. 89th minute. Owain Jones stripped and ready to make an appearance. Referee waves play on, crossed into an area. Arman again wins his defensive battle. Greg Walters comes away with it. Ashley Watkins. No, it's let out. It's a Bluebirds throw in over on the far side. 89 gone. It's interesting. Jake Phillips, the set piece specialist for the home side, coming off. As I said, Joshua Jones coming on.
With 11, Josh Jones.
And it's 28 for 20. So it's Ben Arman who makes way. And Owain Jones on in his place. To be fair, our goal scorer this afternoon, Ben Arman, has run himself right across every blade of grass here at the SD Stadium. Good shift, Ben.
20, Owain Jones.
Owain Jones on for a bit of energy in the last couple of minutes here then. I'm expecting 4, if not 5, probably, from the fourth official any second. 20 seconds of the normal time remaining. McCarthy with the throw-in on the far left-hand side. Finds Harry Thomas's feet. Bluebirds throw-in. Board imminent. Fourth official. Ewan Griffith. Looking, this is going to be met with cheers, I think, from the home side. It's 6 minutes. I knew the home side wouldn't be happy with whatever was added, but 6 minutes to go for the home side to get something out of this one. Can we hold on? Come on, the boys. Come on. Woolham throws it down the side, straight to Greg Walters' chest. Left-footed, punches one forward. Owen, can he get on the end of that one as well? Oh, again, a chance. Harry Owen bravely living with the ball. Here we go again. Flint looking at the formation, and now in a ridiculous formation of about 5 strikers. He still can't break us down. Ball crossed. Offside. Home fans again disappointed with the output there. Another substitution. 335 here this afternoon.
Thank you.
Alec Madumo coming on. Substitution for the home side. He's about 6'4", so I'm assuming he's going straight up top. Substitution not yet allowed to be made here. So Ivan, the ball again is moving, but absolutely substitution. 21 is Canavan. He heads off over on the far side for number 17, Alec Medumo.
Jake Canavan. Number 17, Alec Medumo.
Oh no, he's going defensively. Surely Harry Owen's going up top here then. Yeah, Harry Owen, the number 5, the captain, who was done well in the year this afternoon defensively, will be thrown forward for the final few minutes then. Owen Jones does well to bring it down on the edge of the Flint box. Medumo nearly, Ashley Watkins nearly steals it from him. Well done. Got to come back, work defensively here. Owen Jones, can he get something? Hughes with it, back to Thorne, inside his own half, approaching the halfway line. Good through ball, back to Hughes. Alex Medumo, the last man back, not given the ball. Thorne outwards to Woolham, steps over the halfway line. Everyone forward here for Flint, rolling the dice. 92 minutes gone, 4 minutes to go. Medumo, good tackle, Jacob Bacon, and again, good McCarthy, gets his body in the line. Well done. Owen Jones is 3v3. Got a chance here then. Sheppy breaks it over the halfway line. Does well. Good tackle, Sheppy. Back to the first touch of Alex Medumo. Out to Woolham now on the left-hand side. Bluebirds tiring here. It's been a hell of a defensive effort, to be fair. Humphreys chasing towards his own goal line. Concedes the corner. It's the right choice just to kick it out. Really is. Last chance saloon here. Is the keeper coming? Not yet. Corner. 93 minutes gone. We punished Flint a couple of months ago, and we came back and took a point at the death. Let's not let history repeat itself. It's a deep one. Right to the back post. Greg Walters thrown to the ground. Caught. Ivan Knott. Well done. Owen Jones has gone to ground. Woolham has elbowed someone. Dylan Rees is fuming with somebody. Owen Jones is on the ground, holding his nose, holding his face. Don't think the referee's seen it. Dylan Rees screaming. Missed that one. Oh, he's back on his feet. Be interesting to see that one back if it makes the highlights. Bounce ball going to be straight to Ivan Knott, who picks the ball up. 94, less than 2 minutes to go. Yeah, I agree, Graham, on the attendance. I think they're all making their way down to Newport next week, no doubt. Owen Jones now wins the free kick against Madumu. Does well, bit of experience, and I can see who's having a wry smile on that one. Madumu, who apparently then was the one who instigated the trailing elbow just moments before. Free kick, 120 seconds to go. Greg Walters on it. 5 back for the Bluebirds. Not putting numbers forward. Greg Walters clips one out towards Harry Thomas in the corner. Does well. Gets his body in the line. Can he keep it in? Oh, he does well. There's 2 around him and he's keeping the body. It's gone out for a goal kick, but he's just killed a couple of valuable seconds there. I'd say just over 60 seconds to go. Short one taken by the goalkeeper to Woolham. Out to Madumu. 95 minutes gone. 1 to go. The last away league fixture of the season. Can we hold on? It's been a tremendous second half defensive performance here as Woolham punches one forward. Yori's underneath it. Good header, Yori. Heads it back only as far as Madumu. Inside, everybody inside other than the goalie. Everyone inside the Bluebirds half. Coming forward again. Woolham on the far right-hand side. Passes it against Ashley Watkins' boot. It's out for a throw-in. 20 seconds of the 6 given to go. Left-footed, punched into an area. Watts is underneath it. There's a big battle. Ivan Knott calmly collects. I think, did I say it? That could be that. 3, 2. Ivan has got it. Yeah, he drops it to the ground at the last second and punches it clear. Referee's taking a glance at his watch. He still allows play. Ashley Watkins, good header. And again, go on, Harry. Come on, ref. 96 are played. We're into the 97th. He doesn't want to retire. You're quite right, Tom. Go on, Abu, get a toe in. We're into the 97th minute. This is last chance saloon for the home side. They come forward yet again. Can Yori get something? Passes it. Again, Woolham, last man back. He's got Ashley Watkins stopping him, playing one into the box. Madumu on this left-hand side again. Ref, you've got to blow up here. You can't just force them to get something. Good tackle, Greg Walters. Again, Bluebirds defend it. Back to the halfway line. Woolham, he has to go big. Ref, any chance? We're 97 minutes into a 96-minute match. Back, Owen plays it forward. Last chance on the edge of the box. Plays forward. Chance against Bluebird shirts. Cleared by Ashley Watkins. Ref, you've got to. There it is. There is the full-time whistle. It ends here at the Essity Stadium. Flint Town United 0. Haverfordwest County 1. A monumental defensive effort by the Bluebirds. Seals all 3 points up in Flintshire. Oof, heroic. The comments in the chat. Brilliantly done, boys. Yes, very much so. Thank you very much for all of you joining us in the chat. We hope to see you in a fortnight's time for our last league fixture at home to Llanelli Town. Oof, fingers crossed there. We will need just a point, I think, would seal 7th place for us. All to play for, though. Look forward to seeing you at the Oggy Bridge Meadow in a fortnight. Best of luck to Flint Town United next week in their cup final. Safe travels to all getting home this evening. Over and out on the Bluebirds Nest Live.